Today we're taking a trip back in culinary history to 1773 when the historic City Tavern first opened. I'm here with chef and proprietor, Chef Walter Staib. What are we going to be making today?
We're making something today that most people kind of takes them for a loop because we're doing a mushroom toast, which is not extraordinary, but we're doing fried tofu and linguine. And tofu was introduced early in the 18th century by Benjamin Franklin to James Bartram right here in Philadelphia, where he grew soy and made tofu. Imagine.
Very interesting.
So let's get going.
Okay, let's do it.
First thing we're going to do, the mushroom toast. It's actually something very unique. We serve this in the Black Forest all the time, and also one of our best appetizers now at the City Tavern, because it makes all the vegetarians very happy.
Absolutely.
And basically what I do, I take a salilan, I cut a generous slice, like so, and what I'll do, I just cut the crust off, like so. And then you want to keep this generously, remember, eating vegetarian doesn't mean you don't consume calories.
Oh, of course.
But it's all about the flavor. So what I'll do is just take some butter. You can also use clarified butter, regular butter in a pan. And all I'm going to do is put this thickly sliced toast in there and slowly let it cook. Now what I got here, I got another pan hot.
Okay.
Oh, in this pan, we're going to put a little butter in there. And I have some shallots chopped over here. A little bit of garlic, just a little bit of garlic.
Now while you get cooking, I'm going to put my apron on so I don't ruin my outfit here.
That's a good thing.
This beautiful outfit from Knitwit.
That's a good thing. So while you do that, I got some mushrooms over here that I'm just going to cut up.
And what kind of mushrooms do we have?
A variety of mushrooms. There's really no right, no wrong.
Okay.
I mean, button mushrooms are good if you cannot get the other ones. Portobellos are nice. Button mushrooms. It really, like I said, there's really no precise recipe. I'm going to deglaze with a very good cognac.
With cognac. That looks like a beautiful bottle of cognac.
It is a beautiful bottle. And we're going to deglaze that.
Are we going to flambe?
Yep, just a little bit.
All right, I'll stand back. Woo!
We deglaze that.
You're not really cooking until there's fire.
I got some white wine in here.
Lovely.
And now, we got a little cream in here. And guess what we have today?
Great.
Now we have something that's unique because we have the spices and the herbs that's already done for me. How nice for the modern cook. You buy that, I mean, it's a
These
great...
are wonderful. You can find these in your grocer's freezer section, and they're so convenient. They're individually portioned, flash frozen to be nice and fresh. These are wonderful.
So
and what are we
one.
putting in the parsley?
I got parsley. I have a little bit of cilantro and some basil. Basically, this mushroom toast will get now just a little bit of beurre manier. You want to reach me the beurre manier behind you? Look at it. See how nice it cooked?
Whoa, look at that color.
That's how you want it.
That
Exactly
looks
like
nice
that.
and buttery
exactly
and
what you
crisp.
want.
Yum.
So put a little bit of the beurre manier
And
in
the
it.
beurre manier is used as a thickener?
Correct.
Okay.
Now you could do the other way around. You could make a roux first and put it into it, but I like this easier because you have a better way of controlling
Controlling
it. You know?
the thickness. All right, good to know.
Since I do a lot of cooking on my show, Taste of History, we cook reverse because we cook on open fire, so you don't make a roux because the roux will burn.
Okay.
But when you make a beurre manier, it's easier to work with.
Very
Get it?
interesting. Now, why don't you talk a little bit more about this show?
Obviously, you can tell by my accent I'm not from South Philly, right?
No, you do not have a South Philly accent. Where is your accent from?
I'm from the Black Forest.
Black Forest
Yep.
region of Germany.
Yep.
Wonderful.
So anyway,
Wunderbar.
yeah, I know you spoke a little German earlier. Anyway, so what we'll do right now is with a little bit. You can use two things. You can use butter or olive oil. I like the both. I like butter and olive oil together.
Why is that?
It's extra flavor. I
Extra
just like
flavor?
it. Yeah.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. And the restaurant, I just use oil. But for the demo today, I'm use oil and butter. Some garlic in my pan. Taste that, and you tell me.
I will taste
Because
it.
the flavor of
That's
the flavor of the cognac comes right out there. It's gorgeous, and the flavor of the mushroom.
Very good, chef. I think it could use a pinch of salt.
Perfect. Pinch of salt it is.
Oh, and the herbs in there are just fabulous. It's
Well,
unbelievable that
let me tell
it
you-
tastes like fresh herbs.
But you see what I did? I took it off the fire to give the herbs a chance to break down somewhere. You notice that?
Kind of
you're gonna
release their
Absolutely
flavors.
get a flavor more out of it. Absolutely. This, we don't want to cook this any longer than that. Just about like so.
That looks great.
And that's how it's going to get plated later. I'll leave this here for a second. Then I have some little zucchini. Just cut them in a quick rough julienne, like so. And some summer squash. Same thing.
Look at the speed of that knife work.
Been doing this for a while.
I know you have. You've got quite a history, quite a resume.
Been around for a bit.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got that. Now I have a couple of Roma tomatoes.
Why Roma tomatoes and why not a regular tomato?
Roma tomato, I just like it better. It has less acidity. It's more firm.
Yeah.
I just like it. Also, if you want to deseed it, it's easier to deseed. So you can just go like that.
Okay.
You want to do that, so like so. Here we go. Look at that. It's almost ready
fresh.
to get the linguine into it. If you cook the linguine, you want to make sure that you cook them nice and al dente. And then the best way to do it, after you shock them with a little olive oil on it, you know that.
Okay, so it doesn't stick together?
Correct. So a little linguine
Great
in here.
tip. And you added spinach to this also.
Yep. This is basically done, believe it or not. This is the base for the tofu. Now let me show you what's next. You want to make sure that you buy firm tofu. It's firm and it comes out of the block. Then what you do is you cut it, whatever slice you like, however thick you want it. You can slice it this way, any slice you want. What makes our tofu unique is that I have salilan that I'm using, which is basically an 18th century brioche. It's like an egg dough, so it makes it more flavor than a breadcrumb. So all you would do, you take the slice of tofu, you would make sure it goes in the flour real good, from the flour in the egg, and from the egg in the breadcrumb, and done. See that? Now you can do me a favor and break me about 4 basil leaves of that, because I'm going right in there. Now, the tofu I already have pre-breaded.
Pop these right in, Chef?
3 of them.
3 of them.
So I got my oil is hot.
I love these Dorot herbs. They really, really add a great flavor.
Make
It's
your
just
life
like a fresh herb.
Make your life easy.
Very easy.
Look at that, how
Oh,
nice.
look at how nice and brown that got.
So what we're gonna do, take it out, and we blade up. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
So the mushrooms cook perfectly. The herbs come just, oh, look at that.
Thickened up really nicely.
Just you want it like so, and
Just
you want to put it on top, like so. I already made the hollandaise before, and just put a little hollandaise on top,
Wow, that looks decadent.
and then parsley in there,
Gotta make it look pretty. Wow.
and then we're gonna blade up our tofu, and just take a nice, like but so. Then
You can
take
really
the
smell all
tofu,
the vegetables and the garlic and onion.
2 pieces of tofu on that, like about so.
What a great vegetarian dish.
Then I take the tomato concassé we just did, and nicely just nappy it over.
Look at all the garlic in there. Yum.
We'll have a little parsley for this plate here, a little chopped parsley on the outside.
Chef, these look fantastic. Can we bring them to the table and taste?
Oh, of course.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna pour you some wine first.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna cut a piece of that.
Use my reach.
You see what's unique about this today? See how fast it went? This was real time.
Super quick,
And
yes.
what makes it, with the exception of having the bread ready, obviously up front, what's unique about it is you get all the flavors. You get all the let me try to do this. You get all the flavors of the mushrooms.
Get a little extra on there.
Try that.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we go.
Dig into this.
I want to try the wine. Make sure it traveled well.
That's just delicious. The earthiness of those mushrooms and that crispy toast.
And the
You
tofu.
hit the nail on the head.
It's so simple to make. Isn't it easy though? Let me move your plate and I'll give you the little main course. So you have a little bit of the tofu, and then you have the linguine.
Are you gonna eat some as well?
Yep, right now I'm standing up and eating next to you.
Get a little pasta. Great dish.
One of my best sellers in the restaurant, you know?
Chef Staib, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you.
My pleasure.